The ANAPICO signal generator is manufactured by ANAPICO in Switzerland. The operating frequency range is from 9 kHz to 20 GHz. A combination of characteristics such as good signal purity, low phase noise, and fast switching speed, along with their very compact size, low weight, and low power consumption, makes the instruments very well usable in labs, production halls, and outdoor fields. SCPI commands supported. Phase noise at 1 GHz and 20 kHz offset is -128 dBc/Hz. Power setting range from -120 dBm to +26 dBm. The level of harmonics in the upper frequency range is -60 dBc. Frequency switching speed up to 30 microseconds. All types of modulation are included as standard amplitude, frequency, phase, pulse, and linear frequency modulation. In the box with the device, you will find a power supply adapter. It is very easy to connect it. The generator is controlled via the touch screen, and the frequency can be set bit by selecting the desired value and turning the control wheel. Or you can do it using the keyboard by pressing the button icon. Mode sweep. The frequency and power sweep menu contains two screens, switching in the upper left corner. In the first submenu, the user selects the start and end points. In the second submenu, the sweep time parameters are set. Sweeping by power is built on the same principle. Then we go to the menu modulation. You can select the type of modulation, pulse, analog, and LFM chirp button. Button with analog modulation has a submenu with analog modulation, AM, FM, and phase modulation. All types of modulation are standard and are not optional. Let's set pulse modulation with a width of 30 nanoseconds and a period of 500 nanoseconds at a frequency of 20 GHz. After setting the modulation mode, the RF off button turns on the RF frequency. The off button turns on the modulator reference button. The generator can operate from an internal reference oscillator or from an external trigger button. The signal generator has all types of triggering. The user selects the desired mode and presses the trigger above the RF off button. Conf button. The configuration button is responsible for the instrument settings. If the load button is pressed, the factory settings of the generator will be set. The user can set their own instrument settings under a certain index. Save each type of setting under their own index. To load a signal from the user settings, select an index in the instrument memory and press the load button. COM button. The remote connection is configured in the COM tab. USB, Ethernet, and GPIB connections are supported. Display button. Display button defines the generator control mode. You can select remote mode only, then the display will not show the signal information and will not be able to control. By default, the unit can be controlled both remotely and from the display. Info button. Info button contains information about the device, firmware versions, serial number, and installed options. Button test. The unit is equipped with a self-diagnostic function. To perform it, press the self-test button. As a result of the diagnosis, a message about the operation of the device or an error code will be displayed. As you can see, working with the ANPAICO generator is convenient and easy. Possible applications of the ANPAICO generator. As a source of RF signal for radio electronic applications, radar, satellite, communications, aerospace. EMC testing. As a source of RF signal of general purpose. Antenna measurements. The generator can be operated either from the electricity or from an external power bank. You can order the unit in a special carrying or travel bag.